is Hoppe Hour.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start.
Okay, well, hit it.
All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
That's me.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. We the hottest, search about us. Competition microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
So happy to be here. What a week it has been. I can't even explain to you how aggravated, but how grateful I am right now. But before we get to that, 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Now, I've had a really busy, but a pretty good week. I've been doing traffic reports on 99.5, QIK, and Wild 94.1. And I've had people ask me, why aren't you doing the updates on Q105? Well, Gino came up to me, who does afternoons on there, and he pretty much said that he wanted one voice on his show and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's fine, dude. Whatever you need. That wasn't what I really thought. But I am on Wild 94.1 and 99.5 QIK all in the afternoon. And also, I was working Orlando Davis's 13th annual toy drive. What a great guy that guy is. Sitting on top of a toy tower for 8 days, getting almost 6 figures worth of money and a ton of bikes. So it's been a good week. So I haven't had any time in the day to record Hoppe Hour. And so, of course, the one time I take a 3-day break of Hoppe Hour, everything goes wild. Everything goes crazy. So this morning I'm driving across the bridge, heading to my top secret Hoppe Hour bunker, wherever the hell this is. And I'm opening up my trunk to grab my equipment after I park. All right, enough of this music. And I have my car, the inside of it is all decked out with Golden State Warriors stuff. The ground has Golden State Warrior little carpet. And then it's got Golden State Warriors on the wheel. And I got it on the back seats and on my seat because I was living out my midlife crisis when I got my tax return. Hell yeah. So here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the little mat I have, the carpet I have for the Golden State Warriors, it got stuck on the knob to open up the trunk. So I go in the trunk, I grab the equipment and whatever, and all of a sudden, I'm noticing that my trunk's not closing. And now my trunk broke about 6-7 weeks ago. One of my good friends, David Stash Check, fixed it for me. He's one of the best car guys overall. He sells cars, he fixes cars, he does it all. He's a great Gen Z kid. One of my friends, and he fixed my car 7 weeks ago. So I'm thinking, because like 7 weeks ago, I tried to close the trunk, but I was getting mad, like unnecessarily mad. And what happened when I got mad was I ended up breaking the latch. This time I was like, no, let me calm down. So I assessed the situation. And that moment, ladies and gentlemen, when I was able to get the trunk closed, it was a party in Ryan Hoppe's head. Oh, it was great. It was wild. I could literally have sex with a beautiful pinup model, but that moment of figuring it out was even better than that climax. So aggravating. I try to do the right thing, and I always get screwed. But then I make things work. That's just Ryan Hoppe's luck. That's what it's like being me. Everybody asks all the time, what's it like being Ryan Hoppe? No one says that. 856-49-HOPPE. This next headline reeks of daddy issues.
It's not for the weak, girls. If I'm honest, it was hard.
Having sex with 100 men in a single day was not what OnlyFans model Lily Phillips expected it to be.
Now, if it was 10, I'd be like, whatever. But 100? You gotta be sore at some point, man.
After offering her male fans a chance to sleep with her,
that's always the saddest porno, is watching when the fans get to bang like Angela White or whatever, because I've done my research. And my favorite, Indica Flower, just because I like real life Indica Flower. And the very pleasant Indica Flower looks like she'd be fun to, do stuff with while smoking Indica Flower. But it's always sad when you watch these fans have sex with the porn stars. They can't get it up. They're not excited. They're nervous. So doing 100 fan videos, no thanks. I'll take the professional if I'm her.
23-year-old details the not safe for work experience in a recent documentary with YouTuber Josh Peters. And according to Lily, the 14-hour stunt in which she gave each man 2 to 5 minutes to do the deed was not for the weak.
No, it is for the weak, because you're weak. What are you talking about? It's not for the weak.
She admits in a video published December 7th,
it's not for the weak, girl.
What are you saying, that if you do have sex with 100 men, you're strong? You should be applauded. Hot dog down the hallway.
She admits in a video published December 7th,
it's not for the weak, girls.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, it was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Yeah, you're literally producing 100 babies.
Definitely.
Actually, that kind of didn't work as a joke.
Sorry.
Okay. Just take
1 minute.
In fact, Lily had to excuse herself to cry in another room.
I've hung out with a ton of porn stars, never been able to hook up with one. But I've hung out with a ton, and they're just damaged women, which makes them fun. But also dangerous.
Shortly after performing the feat, saying that it was definitely more intense than she thought. She can be seen getting emotional while explaining that she constantly feels pressure to give the men a good time.
Yeah, I got 5 minutes, whatever. If it was like 15 minutes, yeah, really focus on each position. Man, you got to be like sore.
I guess the interactions weren't like, I'd have to stop them early and like, you'd have to stand on business and be like,
yeah, you got to stand on it or sit on it.
I'm so sorry you got to go. And like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like,
don't ruin porn for me. I'm going to watch it tonight. The last few nights I've been really tired. If I'm up since 5 a.m., I have no energy at 8 p.m. to do it. 24-year-old me, I was like, let's go. Let's watch some pornography. Now, oh, no, thank you. I want to go to bed and get my 8 hours. I have to get up at 5 a.m. There were times I would like take my sleeping meds, and then if you take your sleeping meds, you might as well just admit, if I'm trying to ejaculate tonight, tonight's not the night. At least for me, and then it makes this makes my body too chill, and then I'm not really able to perform. My worst memory of not being able to perform was I got a date on a St. Valentine's Day little game show we did on Rover's Morning Glory 10 years ago when I worked there for 2 minutes. And they got so mad at me. I got 2 of the girls' numbers off air because I'm such a badass and pimp. No. But there's this one girl. Her name was Kayla. And we're still Facebook friends. And we went out to this like speak easy in Cleveland. It was a good time. Like, it was on Valentine's Day. It was very, what do you call it? It was very much like the vibe of like Boardwalk Empire. And I drank way too much Jack and Coke. And let's just say at 2 a.m., I got soft. It was the saddest thing ever. She's like, am I doing something wrong? I'm like, no, come on, work.
They didn't, like, you didn't give them a good time because, like, they only got 2 minutes.
The London-based influencer adds that several men even tried guilt-tripping her into extending their time together.
Yeah, bitch. What the hell's wrong with you? Why would you put yourself in this situation, Lily?
And it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish? I've come all this way. Like, kind of like guilt-tripping me a little bit.
Were you using teeth?
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit,
yeah,
I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just
got a lot of lube.
Sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal at all.
And while her room was littered with condoms at the end of the night, Lily
That's good. You did something right. Although I'd be like, I got a vasectomy. I even say it on my nationally syndicated radio show, baby. Why don't we not use the condom this time?
Lily recounts how she's feeling both physically and mentally by the end.
Surprisingly, downstairs is not really sore.
Okay. Oh, thank you for the update. On Hoppe Hour, you find out if a woman's vagina is sore after having sex with 100 men. On any other show, people are talking about Luigi and the murderer and whatnot. But here, the breaking news you get is a sore vagina. If there was a perfect way to describe the breaking news that you get from Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe, it would be this. We got a report here. Lily, the OnlyFans model, Lily Phillips, the OnlyFans influencer, had sex with 100 men and says, Roger and Jane back in the studio, that she wasn't sore. But some of the people that she hooked up with might be the next morning because of something called an STD.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Jaguar skills. Pour live somewhere sexy. Somewhere up top. You know what it is. Heavy as heaven in 07. Gemini. Troubles of the world, yeah. Represented to the fullest. Never met it, then can take it where I took it. They ain't gon' make you hate us now with it. Troubles of the world, man, then pull it. Come kick it with your homie, I'll show you how to push it. You look in the stand, I'm camouflaged in the bushes. Slide in your mind, I'll show you how to look it. Box in the band like, oh God, my goodness. I'ma tell them about you, tell them about we. Let's tell them on 2, tell them on 3. We'll show them what it do, show them what it be. Jim to the M&M, UPE. Go watching, go chain. 24's chopping, so clean. Beat, knock, we rock, Chicago, man. Gotta understand this who we are. Purple murder service and comedy garçon. Any given time we purchase a new car. Somebody call us surgery, we hurting them too hard. Us taking it light, it's taking it too far. What you expect, playboy, be 2 stars. Screw stars, we the new Mars. Looking for Venus, you a chick. 5 socks with a whole lot of pool, all rolled up and there's no letting up. If you're smart, you wanna be the whole 7 us. Never met it, leaving this cold box championship and wear 23s, 24s. Nothing but the best TV screens on the dough. Gotta get it how you living when you living in the gold. When I'm more like no chrome, no tens, 4 phones, just case. ET wanna go home, never chase. Cause in me there is no Jones, levitate from the seafloor to the ozone. 5-star hotels all week, non-stops to Paris ain't cheap. Sick lake views, big penthouse suite. Champs-Elysees is magnifique. Gucci sweats when I'm out in the streets. Linen shorts when I'm chillin' on the beach. Idiom when I'm out in the mountains. Maharishi when I'm out on the town end. Spring water, we don't mess with the fountains. Laying rubbers back to back when we camping. Philippe lemonade, police did a red. We didn't fade back to the bouncing. Fresh bin smoke when they peel. Speeding down the freeway, we chill. Did the fool then and the still is steel. Got it off the ground like a wilted wheel. You from the west side? Born and raised from the south side, right? So I spent my days where I lay, where I stay. Now you ain't gotta wonder where I get my ways.
We gon' show you what it was. I'ma show you what it was. Light it up, catch your buzz. We gon' lock it on down, on down. Throw the keys in the water, keep on moving across the border. We
Free chill, we will, God willing. And I'm assuming it's 10 at the end. Got the spirit all in them. Not shit, dealing with the lyrics I'm penning like I ain't really tripping cause I know the God's with them. Till we meet again, again free man. Sick with the pen, I'm a beast man. Let it new beans, but the 23s don't fit them.
Got it.
Red light, the green light, try to break us up, lace it up, keep the team tight. This lifestyle, make it hard for me to sleep nights. I'm on the 747 for the sake front up. Sports car, faster than your
sure.
Gemini, and y'all know me. Better together, y'all know the letters forever and forever, F and F U.
We gon' show you what it
Oh yeah, bro, sing it.
What it does, light it up, catch your buzz. We gon' lock it on down. Throw the keys in the water, keep on moving across the border.
You pay fiasco. And Gemini, we own. We own. We own. We own. We own. I think the point of the song is that they are on.
Happy Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. Oh yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best pre and post workout in the game. That being Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com. And at checkout, use keyword Ryan20 to save 20%.
And now, something completely different.
It's Happy Hour!
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Meredith from O and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1 in Tampa Bay, and you're listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
He had daddy issues and is attracted to women with them. Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Happy Hour starts with a grand soul.
This is AI I made last night with my friend Anthony, who's a listener. Hi, Anthony.
Verse so sweet, snake pea streets where they tap their feet. Whispers of secrets in the midnight air. Hoppe brings the heat with his devil may care. Talks about love with a twist of gold. Celebrity news like stories untold. Tuning gather round as the Hoppe vibe. Feel the rhythm flow, let it hit your stride. Sets invading on the airwaves tonight. Got the scoop.
Oh, sure.
Make you feel right. St. Pete like shining.
856.
His eyes glisten in the
49 Hoppy.
gossip so
HOPP. That's 856 494 6773.
the hour starts with a grin.
You can tweet at me
Ryan
at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
for the sky.
You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Let's talk about Luigi.
Whispers of secrets in the midnight air. Hoppy brings it.
But first, let's listen to a little bit of this.
Yeah, talks about love with a twist of gold.
Yeah.
Celebrity news like stories untold.
That's me.
Ring around, it's the Hoppy vibe. Sex invading on the airwaves tonight.
That's me.
Ryan's got the scoop that'll make you feel right. Ring around, it's the Hoppy vibe. Feel in the flow, let it hit your stride. Sex invading on the airwaves tonight. Ryan's got the scoop that'll make you feel right.
Happy Hot Topic!
And we learned more overnight about Mangione's background from his friends and family.
Oh, this pretty boy looks like such a tool. And I feel bad for anybody that's romanticizing him. You are psychotic. And we'll get to that in a sec.
The man charged with murdering United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was valedictorian at his Maryland prep school in
It's always the smart ones.
2016. He spoke about challenging the world.
Having great ideas, however, isn't enough to innovate.
Like murdering somebody and ruining my life over back pain.
The class of 2016's inventiveness
that my family could have paid for
also stems from its incredible courage to explore the unknown and try new things.
Luigi Mangione attended an all-boys academy in Baltimore with...
that's what messed him up. An all-boys academy, and it's in Baltimore? Like the most violent city on the East Coast?
An annual tuition of nearly $40,000. A former classmate calls him a humble student.
Really not a problematic kid in high school. He'd never really got in trouble, wasn't attention seeking or
I bet he banged a lot of girls, huh?
anything like that. Just a bright kid with a bright future.
Man,
seems like everybody liked him, which is kind of weird. Like we're not hearing anybody say, oh yeah, he's a real tool.
Mangione went on to earn a master's in engineering at the University of Pennsylvania.
Now you get to teach science to a bunch of people in prison for life.
According to a LinkedIn account appearing to be Mangione's, he started working as a data engineer, but friends and family say they lost touch with him about 6 months ago.
Yeah, he went real psychotic. I'm thinking that he's going to wake up in about 6 months when this manic episode's over and be like, I really ruined my life over back pain.
No one really got a response from him. And then the next time that he kind of came up was in this news cycle.
Mangione also lived in Hawaii for a short time. His roommate says he never spoke about violence.
He was absolutely a not violent person.
This is all his friends and family trying to go, he was a good guy, though. Yeah, he killed somebody in cold blood. But I swear he's a good guy. Shut up.
As far as I could tell.
Mangione had posted a review of the infamous manifesto by Unabomber Ted Kaczynski, saying Kaczynski was a violent individual rightfully imprisoned who maimed innocent people. But Mangione added that Kaczynski was able to recognize that peaceful protest has gotten us absolutely nowhere, and at the end of the day, he's probably right.
Unfortunately, he's got a point. This dude's so psychotic. All these girls romanticizing him, I'll get to you in a sec.
Probably right. The Baltimore Banner newspaper reports Mangione's late grandfather was a self-made real estate developer who owned country clubs and nursing homes.
You literally have the access to everything in the world, but you kill somebody, and you had the money to get your back fixed. Just ask your parents to do something else. I don't know.
People who know Mangione are expressing disbelief that he's now charged with murder.
Alrighty, so there was that. And then this one is very much happy hour type, energy, talking about his dating life.
Happy Hot Topic!
New details surrounding Luigi Mangione's life are coming to light. According to his friend RJ Martin, who is the founder of the Hawaiian co-living space Surf Break, where Mangione resided in 2022, the 26-year-old, who has been charged with murder in connection to United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's December 4th shooting, suffered from painful back issues that affected his romantic relationships.
That sucks. Even if my back hurts, I'm like, oh, just lay down, you can ride me.
As Martin tells the New York Times in an interview published December 9th, his spine was kind of misaligned. He said his lower vertebrae were almost like a half-inch off, and I think it pinched a nerve. Due to the pain, Martin says Mangione, quote, knew that dating and being physically intimate with his back condition was impossible. Mangione left Hawaii in 2023, according to Martin, and says the University of Pennsylvania graduate, quote, sent me back pictures of his back surgery when he checked up on him throughout text that August. And though the two sporadically traded texts in the following months, Martin says he never saw Mangione in person again. Mangione was arrested on December 9th at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania.
All right, so we know that. All right, I got a few more news clips here. But let me tell you, this next rant is not about anybody in particular. So if there's anybody out there that thinks like, I don't know, they think like, oh, he's talking about me with this rant. I'm talking about all of you. Not just you or you, but I'm talking about all of you. If you find Luke Mangione attractive or think that Luke Mangione should be found innocent, or you think that it was okay with what he did because healthcare prices are high, that sets a bad precedent for this world. That means that anybody can get murdered at any time if we disagree with something. And this just in, I don't think that's really good. These are the same people that go, we need to stop shootings in school. We need to have gun control. Oh, but Luke Mangione killing a CEO in cold blood, that's fine. Yeah, let's just have shootings everywhere. It's going to end real well. We're already repeating the past. Are we going to be in a world war in 2020 or like 2040-ish rather? Is this the route we're going down? I mean, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's ridiculous. We have romanticized murder so much. Because of the murder podcast and the murder TikToks, we got these beautiful influencers talking about guys' heads getting chopped off, and then they're wondering why they don't feel safe on dates, because not every guy's a bad guy. Okay, I know that's hard to believe. I know you want to think that every guy wants to murder you, but no, we just want to have sex and fuck. Here's the thing, though. Luke Mangione would kill you. You think, oh, I'll date Luke Mangione, he'll be good to me. He killed somebody in cold blood. You think that's a good guy? How naturally he did it. Also, there's these two words that are very controversial that might rile up racist people. What's the word? What's it called? White privilege. Can you imagine if that was a black man named Jamarcus? I don't even want to say a last name, but or let's say it was Ty or some really black name. You think everybody be going, yeah. Listen, I have no racist energy in my heart, but do you think the white people that are applauding him would go, yeah, you go, Jamarcus. You're all weird. You're watching too much murder documentaries. That was somebody's husband. That was somebody's father. That was somebody's son, somebody's friend. I know that he probably was a scumbag, both of them. I know that Brian Townsend probably wasn't a good dude, blah, 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 very greedy, but you can't just kill somebody.
Luigi Mangione's writings may offer insight into his alleged actions. The 26-year-old, who is a person of interest in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, was carrying 3 pages of notes when he was arrested in Altoona, Pennsylvania, December 9th. Law enforcement officials told NBC News. Mangione wrote, I do apologize for any strife or traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming.
The word parasite's a very strong word. Like whenever I hear the word parasite, it just gets me thinking.
The writings, characterized by the New York Police Department as being less than 300 words long, also included a message to investigators. They continued, to the feds, I'll keep this short because I do respect what you do for our country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. Despite the assertion...
Is he like our modern day Ted Bundy where women are going to romanticize him?
Officials said they have not ruled out the involvement of others. The document was also critical of the American healthcare...
Of course there were other people involved.
industry, including United Healthcare specifically, as well as large corporations, according to the officials, who said there are concerns within law enforcement that the writings could inspire similar acts.
That's the problem, is we keep making these murderers famous, and then it keeps happening. Adam Lanza, James Holmes, all those guys from the 2010s, we know their names forever.
Following his arrest, Mangione was charged with 1 count of murder, 3 counts of criminal possession of a weapon, and 1 count of possession of a forged instrument.
I'm just looking at him in his mugshot, and it's showing him in this room that looks closed off, so I don't know if he's in solitary confinement, but I will tell you that there's this look on his face of like he's not so like gangster. Like he thought he was so cool and he was smiling at that girl that he was flirting with. But now you look at him, he looks, I don't know. It's just like you had access to everything. I can't stand rich people that are born with money and then create their own problems. It's like you're literally set for life.
According to court documents seen by NBC News. In addition to the aforementioned charges, which were filed in New York, Mangione was also charged in Pennsylvania with forgery, carrying a firearm without a license, tampering with records or identification, possessing instruments of crime, and providing false identification to law enforcement, according to the outlet.
So there is that. And then I found this headline really interesting here. Right here.
26-year-old Luigi Mangione resisting sheriff's deputies as he entered the courthouse in Pennsylvania Tuesday, shouting at cameras.
And completely out of touch and insult the intelligence of the American people.
Oh, you're so smart because you murdered somebody. Now he thinks because he's got all these fans that he's something. You're all a bunch of losers.
Mangione is charged with murdering United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Midtown Manhattan in a brazen shooting that sparked a days-long manhunt. His attorney says they will fight efforts to extradite him to New York, potentially slowing down the process for weeks.
For the record, he's pleading not guilty to this. And I've seen...
This is his lawyer. Why do the worst lawyers come out of the woodworks for people that are so obviously guilty? Him, did he?
Weeks.
For the record, he's pleading not guilty to this.
He sounds like every listener of a morning radio show that comes to an event with the radio show. Hey, this is Louie from Bradenton, Florida.
Weeks.
For the record, he's pleading not guilty to this. And I've seen zero evidence at this point.
Oh, yeah, the whole video of him walking down the street singing do-ah-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum while shooting. Yeah, what about that?
These new photos released by local police show the moments before officers detain the alleged murderer. And now, more background on the suspect's possible thinking emerging. NBC News learning that in an internal NYPD analysis, investigators are looking into whether Mangione had grievances against the healthcare industry, possibly...
No, of course he did. It's the stupidest analysis. We think it might be... Come on now.
Seeing the killing as a, quote, symbolic takedown in a fight against corporate power games. Police also say Mangione was carrying a 3-page handwritten document. 3 senior law enforcement officials tell NBC News the notes were critical of the healthcare industry in the U.S., and specifically United Healthcare. Writing in part, I do apologize for any strife or traumas, but it had to be done. Mangione wrote that he acted alone, but while the NYPD says there's no indication he had help, they have not ruled out the possibility. This morning, the NYPD also warning of copycats. And Mangione has seen some support online in the wake of the shooting, with many expressing frustration with the healthcare industry. Officials have been pushing back and urging calm.
But this guy's not a hero. He's not a hero. If you have any issues with somebody, we don't go out there and commit violence. We don't go out there and...
Thank you, sir. Smartest thing I heard all day.
This guy committed cold-blooded murder.
Investigators are still looking very closely at that 3D printed weapon that he had. They're trying to determine whether he got it from somebody else, according to a senior law enforcement official, or whether he actually built it himself.
We'll find that out. And then there is this.
I've been in this case probably about 12, 14 hours, maybe whatever, give or take. And I haven't seen a speck of evidence at all.
This is his lawyer on CNN.
Argued today at the extradition hearing. I still haven't received details about the charges that he's facing in New York. I heard your introduction and looking into that. But so we as lawyers need to make informed decisions, and we need to get our hands and our eyes on some evidence.
Luigi Mangione's attorney is claiming he has gotten offers from members of the public.
A lot of those lawyers, they make you think he's innocent so much that you start to go, what was the question? They're very good at gaslighting.
To pay for his client's legal fees, Pennsylvania attorney Thomas Dickey appeared on CNN, and while he would not reveal who had retained him to represent Mangione, he spoke about the support his client has received.
I have received some emails. I have not seen them personally, but my understanding from my staff is people are doing that.
That people are reaching out to you and offering to help pay for his legal bills.
Bunch of losers.
That's correct.
You're a loser if you do that.
Loser! You're a loser!
Just being honest.
Would you accept those offers? I mean, I imagine you maybe have.
Loser!
I don't know. Have you ever gotten that before?
Nah, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't.
Why do you think you would not accept that?
I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't feel comfortable about that. So I don't know.
But you'll take the case of a murderer and gaslight us. I'm comfortable with that because of the money.
I haven't given that much thought, but I'm not looking, obviously my client appreciates the support that he has, but I don't know. I just, I'd have to look in, but it just doesn't sit right with me, really.
Oh, that doesn't sit right. Now you're the moral police.
Why do you think they're offering?
I don't know. People, you talk about, the Supreme Court says, all these rich billionaires can give all kind of money to candidates, and that's free speech. So maybe these people are exercising.
Oh, so now we're doing a conspiracy podcast with this lunatic.
Their right to free speech and saying that's the way they're supporting my client.
The 26-year-old is facing several charges, including murder. He's accused of allegedly killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
We know.
Who was fatally shot in New York City last Wednesday. Mangione was arrested in Altoona, Pennsylvania, custody.
I've been telling people all day to use their common sense. Here's a young man who's, apparently going to be or has been charged with a very serious, one of the most serious offenses a person could be charged with. He's in prison without bail, as you previously mentioned.
I think Diddy should have hired this guy. This guy's a little better spoken than that stupid lawyer of Diddy's.
And so, I think common sense would say, he's concerned.
On Tuesday, Mangione had an outburst, shouting at reporters as he was led into a Pennsylvania.
All right. So there's that going on. They're just going to recap what the other news said. Police presence beefed up at that McDonald's, and people are giving it 1 out of 5 reviews. Bunch of losers. The McDonald's that he got caught at. And I'm going to load up a video of him being the life of the party. Chugging a beer on his head. Smashing it on his head. That'd be pretty hard to do. Smashing an open beer on his head. Chugging it and chugging it and chugging it. Oh, he's so wild and crazy. You don't know what look Mangione might do. He might just kill you in cold blood. You just never know. But let's romanticize him. Bunch of weird Gen Z girls. He definitely has brain damage. It's showing him like whacking the beer against his head. Yeah, let's get brain damage from drinking beer. I went through that in the 20s. So there's him drinking a beer. It's on him. Oh, this is interesting here, finally. Ex-FBI profiler says that there were a lot of mistakes that Luke Mangione did. The biggest one was probably the one where he was flirting with the girl.
I worked in New York City in the FBI for 7 years, late 80s through mid 90s.
Oh, name drop.
Worked with some great detectives. They have great investigators there. The FBI itself, the worker bees, they know what they're doing. So when they joined forces, I knew it was only a matter of time. But when it went past 3 days and even 4 days, I'm thinking, okay, I don't believe our shooter is a criminal mastermind of some sort.
Yeah, he's a dumb 26-year-old entitled Gen Z kid.
He wouldn't be using that weapon not that style of weapon to shoot and kill someone. And it seemed almost sort of sophomoric or juvenile to write little messages on bullets. I mean, people write them on missiles.
Yeah, that's a good point. But there's some people that think that's inspirational. Watch out for them.
In war zones, things like that. I know that may be where he got his idea. But I broke it down in within the first few hours of it happening. This was either personal, it was professional, or it was ideological.
What do you make of the fact that...
All right, let me look this up here. Ideological meaning. Relating to principles or beliefs. Got it.
He still had, if this person of interest turns out to be the shooter, still had, in addition to having the manifesto, but still had the gun with him. Honestly, as I was listening to all the details over the weekend, I assumed that gun had been thrown somewhere in Central Park.
Right, in the water.
A little needle in the haystack or in one of the lakes there.
Oh, sure.
But what do you make of the fact that he still had it with him?
Yeah, I said early on, this killer was mission-oriented. He wanted to accomplish this task. Now, being mission-oriented at the same time doesn't mean you're necessarily criminally sophisticated. And this guy was more lucky than anything in terms of his egress from Midtown Manhattan.
All right, I have that saying, if I'm bored, you are bored. I'm not really into talking about murderers, and we've been talking for 20 minutes. So I think I have an idea for us, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 856-49-HOPPY. We're taking a break. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. as long as you're listening. It's all that matters. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. If you're listening on a radio station, do not touch that dial. If you're listening on a podcasting platform after searching Hoppe Radio, don't touch that streaming device. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Savage Squad. You already know where we from, you heard me? I stay searching for purpose, so I stay circling the circle. I do this straight for the hood, so this one straight for the wood. I do this straight for the trill, so this one straight for the field. From Mayfair to the mall, this shit for all y'all. This for my ZC boys, Dixie make a little noise. And since we keeping it real, God, here got a little squad. Every block will get jig. Prescott, they fuck with me, some of them boys get the snitching. The boss just lost a few niggas. You know the South, they be jacking, got some big timers in there. My nigga Boosie be acting, I see him shining from here. You know me, I'm a little grinder, so if I blow my career, I'm going straight to that open. Sell dope from Plank to Lanier. I'm finna drop a new album, it's about to come in a minute. I know my hustlers from Valley Park don't get bucked when they hit. But that's that purple, I smell it. Quit playing game, let me hit it. You must have went on off off, then paid the chef run a bit. I'm a real hood savage, so me, I'm liable and chillin'. And any one of them really, man, that's just how I'm living. And give a fuck if you like and why I do it, little daddy. I know the whole motherfucking Baton Rouge gon' back me, nigga. Can't do that, we on up, gangsta. You can catch us in the BRC. From my head to our feet, from the street to the beat. We are gangsta like we wanna be. We are gangsta like we wanna be. You can catch us in the BRC. From my head AK where them boys keep them scopes. Run up on any street named after tree and they letting them blow. Snorting powder bags and popping pills, they ain't got no mind. If you doing good and they doing bad, you might see that 9. Rep that oak, you see, cause that's all I see and that's all that I know. If you try refresh or travel slugger, we losing control. Ain't no time for games, stop school cause of recess, respect my mind. If you disobedient, no tools, savage, twerk that 9. On the country grind cause I'm in the hood, but I moved out the hood. Head ain't get too big, fuck hit you dig, I still split that wig. Yeah, I love my hood cause they stick together in any kind of weather. Might be some of your dig or it might be one to still keep them Berettas. President like smoking, poke sucker, girl, he like popping pills. Get you on the battlefield, pop 1, pop 2, this night here sex thrill. Go on and keep it real, something click dig, you know we like head. Do it for Savage Squad, next video, we want some more head. Do it for Silverleaf and that Flat Street, cause they represent it too. Jeremy Dario and that boy Donnie, they reppin' no too. If you don't love my hood slugger, man, I don't give a fuck. Got that Savage Squad up in my blood and them threes, they go up.
We are gangsta like we wanna be. You can catch us in the BRC. From our head to our feet, from the street to the beat. We are gangsta like we wanna be. We are gangsta like we wanna be. You can catch us in the BRC.
Oh, sure.
From our head to our feet, from the street to the beat. We are gangsta like we wanna be.
Even street as it get, got the hood in this bitch.
Oh, sure.
Head up on my arm, man, these bitches be sprung.
Yeah.
Riding on foes, rocking V's and bows. Niggas playing with their nose, but I ain't gonna expose. Representing my town, man, this bitch going down. You can hate if you want, got the pump in the trunk. Late side off the chain, gave my brothers the game. Let them shine like me, nigga, without selling cocaine. Get the shit in my vein, man, the streets know my name. I'm on top of my game, I'm just trying to maintain. Gave my niggas the block, gave my cousin the Glock. I just bought a new clock, that bitch shoot non-stop.
What's going on?
Can go get the cop, man, that bitch can get popped.
Oh, sure.
See it all in my face, I
got it.
Fuck by the case.
Yeah.
I'm in the race, nigga, pick up the pace. And if you're looking for me, Baton Rouge where I be.
We are gangsta like we wanna be. You can catch us in the BRC.
Hell yeah.
From our head to
I only go to the VIP.
we are gangsta like we wanna be. We are gangsta like we wanna be.
Yeah.
You can catch us in the BRC.
Oh, sure.
From our head to our feet, from the street to the beat. We are gangsta like we wanna be.
Whatever. Enough of you.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
That was Webby with Gangsters They Wanna Be, as I think you heard him say.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
70 downloads.
Hi, Robert.
70 downloads.
Let the beat drop. Oh, yeah. Tell me about him. Got it. Beat drop. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Delta 8 CBD honey around. DZBZ honey. DZBZhoney.com. When I tell you that they are the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I am a man of my word. It comes in the form of a lollipop. Lick the lollipop, the rapper. A honey stick. Or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to DZBZhoney.com and at checkout use keyword happy. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. When I tell you he is the best MMA trainer in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. Go to Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com and tell him I sent you. Let's listen to a little more of this EDM song, and then we'll come back. Coming up is the best part of the song. Feels like heaven. Here comes the most beautiful part of this song. Oh yeah, feel that tingle.
That devil's walk, that creep persuasive talk, tempting me to fall.
All right, enough of that. Okay, get it? Got it, good.
And now, something completely different.
It's Hoppe Hour!
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Because caffeine isn't enough to wake you up, this is Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Happy hour starts with a grin.
Happy hour starts with the grill so sly.
Yeah.
6'9", reaching for the sky. Cat named Una with a purse so sweet. Sweet peach streets where they tap their feet. Whispers of secrets in the midnight air. Happy brings the heat with his devil-may care. Talks about love with a twist of gold. Celebrity news like stories untold. Tune and gather round, it's the Hoppe vibe. Feel the rhythm flow and let it hit your stride. Sex and dating on the airwaves tonight. Ryan's got the scoop that'll make you feel right. St. Pete light shining, ever so bright. Luna's eyes glisten in the moonlit night. Gossip so hot, it's about to ignite. Hoppe's voice leads you into the light. From coast to coast, the buzz is strong. Ryan's name on everyone's tongue. In a world so wild, he's got the song. Hoppe Hour groove, you can't go wrong. Tune and gather round, it's the Hoppe vibe. Feel the
Kind of sounds like Timberlake. I could just say this is Justin Timberlake with Hoppe Hour theme.
night. Ryan's got the scoop that'll make you feel right.
856 49 Hoppe. That's 856 494 6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com, and follow me on TikTok, even though that'll probably be going away. TikTok did it to itself. They're so sensitive. I typed in the word porn, not on TikTok, because that'd be weird, but more in my caption about a thing I talked about last week, and I got shadow banned. And I went, that's why you are the worst. You know what I'm saying? Or heard what I said? This is Hoppe Hour, and we're getting back to the content. All right, now.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Let's find out what the hell's going on with Jay-Z. He's got 100 problems, though.
Earlier this week, Jay-Z was accused, along with Sean Diddy Combs, of allegedly raping a 13-year-old girl at an after party.
This really ruins Jay-Z for me, because I was a huge fan of him. Now, not so much.
Following the VMAs 24 years ago, allegations they both deny. And as we break down his legal strategy, we're going to start with Beyonce, who, in the wake of her husband's crisis, just released this new video.
All right, I gotta skip over this because of copyright. So not fun as copyright stuff.
Carter family is not shying away from the public eye, as we saw when Jay-Z, also known as Sean Carter, joined Beyonce and their daughter Blue Ivy at the premiere of Mufasa.
That poor daughter, it's gotta be weird as hell having him as your father.
The day he was named in the lawsuit. But behind the scenes, a battle is raging surrounding Jay-Z's case, with the attorneys on both sides coming out swinging on each other, alleging each of misconduct. Missy Maris, who does not represent either Combs or Carter, breaks down this shocking war of words.
This is what we call scorched earth litigation.
And while aggressive, Misty thinks the approach by Carter's lawyers attacking Tony Busby, the alleged victim's attorney, is not surprising.
Yeah, he's a criminal.
Carter is an A-list celebrity.
And one of my favorite rappers. I'm really distraught about this.
So usually the legal advice to a client would be to say nothing.
Yeah, but he's Jay-Z.
But when you're talking about a star of this magnitude, it's almost impossible for that person to sit back silently. The narrative needs to be controlled by the defense. And so what you see here is them being proactive rather than reactive. This approach is necessary when you're talking about allegations that are
that's pretty true.
Over 20 years old. There's a need to go back in time to find witnesses and information.
Yeah, it is like weird to think that that was like a lifetime ago. I think he did it, but
that will shape the defense.
Misty says if the judge determines misconduct, which both parties vehemently deny, there could be serious consequences, including court sanctions or contempt of court.
It sounds like a huge headache.
But this is all just the beginning.
There is an elephant in the room. Diddy is also a defendant in the case.
That's not good.
It's very likely that his legal team is going to try and pause this civil action as well as the others.
So there's that. And let's see what the hell is going on with Jay-Z.
A lot of times people say things because they don't want to get themselves in a PR disaster. You can't be, write a check.
He talks really weird. Let me skip over this part because of copyright.
Being publicly accused of raping a 13-year-old girl with Diddy, Jay-Z calls the allegation.
Was Karl Malone there?
Heinous. The civil lawsuit blackmail and vows he won't give, quote, one red penny.
Yeah, you're cheap. It's so sad. You never want to meet your heroes.
According to the complaint, first filed in October, then refiled to name Jay-Z, the Jane Doe accuser claims the alleged double rape occurred during a 2000 VMA after party.
All these VMA parties seem like they were out of control.
Hours after E.T. spoke to Diddy and then girlfriend J-Lo on the red carpet.
Yeah, we got to be interrogating J-Lo.
We're very excited. There's a good energy in the air.
It's a big old...
Oh, yeah, being a 13-year-old. Such good energy. I don't believe in God or Satan, but they're very satanic, but they make good songs.
Party, though. The woman claims during the party she drank something that made her feel disoriented. She then went to rest in a bedroom when Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly took turns raping her.
Gross.
You're going to hear about my party, and they're going to probably be arresting me.
Hell yeah.
People from all
That was in 99.
walks of life. Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm such a thug and a piece of shit.
It just goes on and on.
Diddy, who's currently locked up awaiting federal trial, also vehemently denies the allegations. Jay says the only heartbreak he has is for wife Beyonce and their 3 kids. Quote, my wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press.
It's not just her friends, everybody.
And ask questions about the nature of these claims.
Well, yeah, don't rape somebody, man. It's not that hard. Let me skip over this because of copyright.
There's been no comment from Beyonce, but
yeah, what is she going to say? Oh, yeah, I've been covering it up.
Mom Tina Knowles apparently liked an article reporting on the alleged rape, but later said she was hacked.
Oh, stop it. That's what they all say when they like something. They're like, I got hacked. She's such a boomer and didn't know that she was going to be seen liking that post. NFL. Beyonce gets more time to shine for Christmas performance as they are making okay. A typical NFL game halftime is around 12 to 15 minutes, but league sources tell us that they'll be beefed up when Beyonce takes the stage, and it could end up being a 20-minute halftime show. So there's that. And let's see what 50 Cent has to say about Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'm asking for Kendrick.
50 Cent explains his choice to mock Jay-Z amid assault allegations
Yeah, because they're rivals.
against the rapper and...
Are you just learning that's what 50 Cent does? Really?
Yeah, I'm asking for Kendrick.
50 Cent explains his choice to mock Jay-Z amid assault allegations against the rapper and Sean Diddy Combs.
Yeah.
The 49-year-old is explaining why he chose to take to X for...
Man, he looks good, 49.
Formerly Twitter to troll Jay-Z amid rape allegations that were filed in a December 8th lawsuit. After news of the claims broke, 50 Cent posted on the platform questioning the status of the Super Bowl halftime show, which Jay-Z's Rock Nation curates with the NFL. Then in an interview on December 9th, the rapper explains what was behind his joke.
For a friend. Yeah, I'm asking for Kendrick. You know? I'm just trying to figure out if we're still doing everything the way. Because look, they will fall back. They like the NFL, they won't necessarily be associated to that.
Right. That's a good point. We'll see.
The rapper didn't stop there, though. On December 9th, after Jay-Z attended the Mufasa premiere with his wife Beyonce and their daughter Blue Ivy, 50 posted on Instagram in a since-deleted message poking fun at Jay-Z for attending amid the legal drama. Jay spoke out after he was accused by a woman in a civil law.
All right, so that's all we know about that. And then here's Beyonce trying to seem likable with her daughter.
She did such a beautiful job, and I can't believe how natural she is, and I'm just
Of course, it's Good Morning America giving them a soft piece.
proud of you. I'm so proud of you, and I can't believe how big and grown up you are, and I'm proud that she's going to represent so many young brown girls around the world. Nobody's prouder than Mama.
All right, I'm not listening to this garbage. I like Beyonce and Jay-Z's music, but they are garbage individuals. 856-49 happy. And that's just them trying to look good. Speaking of someone that's kind of always trying to look good, but is also genuinely a scumbag himself, and I didn't vote, so I don't care.
We are back 7:38 with the exclusive reveal of the Time 2024 Person of the Year. For the past 97 years, Time has selected the man, woman, group, or concept that's had the most influence on the world, for better or for worse. A quick reminder, these were the 5 finalists here in no particular order: Vice President Kamala Harris, the Princess of Wales, Elon Musk, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
All right, I don't need to hear them announce it for 3 minutes. It was Donald Trump, okay? I get it. I got it. Oh, good. What's going on here?
It is official. Former New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick is headed back to college. The University of North Carolina announcing yesterday that it has hired the 6-time Super Bowl champion to...
Why would you do this? So stupid. Enjoy your 24-year-old girlfriend that you're old enough to be your great-grandfather.
Be its new head football coach. The 72-year-old spent nearly 5 decades coaching the NFL. In a statement, Belichick said this: "I've always wanted to coach in college, and I look forward to building the football program in Chapel Hill."
How about that?
All right. He'll definitely be like banging the grounds on the campus. Just wait. You'll hear about that. What do I want to talk about here?
Firefighters are making some progress out here today, but for a lot of celebs, the last 24 hours have been pretty frightening. Cher's rep confirmed she evacuated her home, which is worth an estimated $14 million. And check out the devastation here. This is the house across the street from...
The house is completely gone. It's like where a mansion was.
Dick Van Dyke's Malibu home. He and his wife evacuated, but he posted that one of his cats was missing.
No, poor Dick. He's got 2 years left? That's how there's proof there's no God.
And actress Mira Sorvino says all of her pets and kids are accounted for, but called it scary times.
So there's a lot of fires going on in California. Let me see what else I got here. This was interesting news. Meet the Parents was my parents' favorite movie growing up.
Next up, Meet the Parents. Get ready for more uncomfortable dinners with this family.
I had no idea you could milk a cat.
Oh yeah, you can milk anything with nipples.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
That was good. Robert De Niro. Man, I used to watch this all the time on VHS.
Today,
That's my favorite. All right, they're literally talking over each other. Here is the best scene from Meet the Parents, and we'll go to break. This is him trying to put his bag on the overhead on the plane. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Excuse me. Okay, where's the fire, huh?
I'm sorry, sir. You're gonna have to check that.
I got it. It's okay.
No, I'm sorry. That bag won't fit.
No, I'm not. Hey, I'm not checking my bag, okay?
Okay, there's no need to raise your voice, sir.
I'm not raising my voice. This would be raising my voice to you, okay? I don't want to check my bag, okay? And by the way, your airline, you suck at checking bags, okay? Because I already did that once and you lost it. And then I had everything screwed up very badly for me, okay?
Well, I can assure you that your bag will be placed safely below deck with the other luggage.
Oh, yeah? How do you know my bag will be safe below with the other luggage? Huh? Are you physically going to take my bag and put it beneath the plane? Are you going to go right now outside with the guys with the earmuffs and go put it in there?
No.
No? Okay. Then shut your pie hole and listen to me when I say that I am finished with the checking of the bags conversation.
Sir, we have a policy on this airline that if a bag is this large,
Okay, you know what?
take it.
Just grab your little paws off of my bag, okay? It's not like I have a bomb in here. It's not like I want to blow up the plane.
Sir!
I just want to stow my bag according to your safety regulations.
Sir!
Hey,
Sir!
If you would take a second and take a little sticks out of your head, clean out your ears, and maybe you would see that I'm a person who has feelings, and all I have to do is do what I want to do, and all I want to do is hold on to my bag and not listen to you. And the only way that I would ever let go of my bag would be if you came over here right now and tried to pry it from my dead, lifeless fingers, okay? If you can get it from my kung fu grip, then you can come and have it, okay? Otherwise, step off, bitch.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
I can't feel my face, yeah. As I sit back, relax, shorty head in my lap, in the back of the Bentley, getting head in the back. You know, and she ain't got a head full of naps, so I'm pushing on her head from the back. Give me that, give me that. Up and down, down and up, give me that. Laffy Taffy came on, she gave me head to the snaps like doom doom. Doom doom. She made me like the song, she wrong. Yeah, she bout action, bout work. She suck dick like a vacuum suck dirt. I call her the quicker pick her up, because she quick to pick a nut up quicker than the nigga. Tell her get the nut up. Yeah, bitch. Now let me tell you about this 6-shot Ruger that I keep for you busters. If you twitch, I'll shoot you, I'll buck you, I'll bang you, I'll move you like a dead car battery. Trust me, I'll boost you. No car cables, I'll hang you like a hanger in the closet. No coat on the hanger, just hang you in the closet. Boy, I could just leave you where you stand, or I could shoot you in the end, then meet you where you land.
I wish nigga would, boy. You smelling like shit from a bull, boy. I got a lot, but I can never get enough. Man, 26 inches, got the Lolo sitting up. Yep, mama, I can fix you, so you need to hook it up. Yep, Rocky Marciano, how I beat the pussy up. Yep, you not a soprano, play pussy, get fucked. Hit a nigga from 100 yards like you really ain't prepared, dog. Chopper split your ass in half, now they can share, y'all. That's the game, stop looking for a fair call. Pussycat niggas watch them cough up a hairball. Looking at niggas like, why you gotta stare, dog? Chopper cut heads off, it doesn't cut hair off. These niggas air soft, yeah. Soft shell taco, mild sauce. Move the Ferrari like a wild horse, or I get chauffeured like a mob boss, yeah. Feel my swagger, knacker. I'm sharper than a knife, sword, blade, and dagger. Don't play with me, bastard. Baka, baka, baka. Don't play with me, Casper. Duct tape, don't break the rapper. I sell it to them whole, they gon' pay me faster. Yeah, bitch, make me rich. If not, make me come, then make me grits. Bitch, blow on these dice, make me rich. Now watch me bet my whole hand on the 8 or 6. Yeah, a 10 or a 4, a 5 or 9. Hey, hey, little rappers, it's survival time.
Whatever. And that was Hood Shit by Lil Wayne and Jill Santana. I like saying it all Caucasian. Hood Shit. I think it's time we do another commercial read.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Yeah. 70 downloads. More like 450,000. Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by Rich Keeley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard. And that is in Tampa. I have a funny story about Rich Keeley. So I was at the Sicko/Subway right near West Shore Mall in Tampa. I was working Orlando's Toy Drive across the street in the parking lot. And I went to Sicko to get an energy drink. And I walk in, it's part Sicko, part Subway. And this guy goes, "Hey, get out of my business!" I mean, what is this, a Mike Calta listener? No, it was my barber, Rich Keeley, playing a joke on me. And he was like, "Boy, you need to get a haircut." So that is what I'm going to be doing next week. So go to richkbarber.com, sign up for a haircut, and then you save $10. Because that's what I'm here to do. To help you out. What's going on?
And now, something completely different.
It's Hoppe Hour!
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What up?
Here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
It's Christmas season.
Hoppe's Hour blazing like lights on a tree. Dropping hot takes, you know what it be. Standing tall, spreading cheer left and right like Santa on a bike. Talk sex, talk dates, celebrity news.
Oh, sure.
Cracking jokes, breaking down the blues.
Got it.
Stockings full of gossip, ain't no fluff.
Whatever.
Be telling it raw, ain't playing no bluff. Right?
I'll tell you raw whenever.
Flair, making spirits bright, no, he don't spare. Talking love, life, celebs with sass. Hoppe Hour, man, it's a blast. Got the reindeers tuned in, ride or die. Every sleigh bell ring, catching the fly. He's a jolly giant with the festive beats, bringing heat to cold December streets. Eggnog sipping, stories unfold. Mistletoe mischief, secrets bold.
Oh, sure.
Big man Hoppe dropping Yuletide.
I am big.
Putting all them L's in the D.
I'm not a short little bitch like Dizzy. I hear you run your mouth about me, bitch. And guess what? Nobody cares. 856 49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773.
Talking love, life, celeb.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Man, it's a blast.
Ryan Hoppe Radio at gmail.com. Let's get back to the show.
Wow! Hoppe Hot Topic!
Yes to this. It's so beautiful.
Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco are officially engaged.
I hope they work out forever and ever. Because that heartbreak would be killer. All right, I gotta skip over this because it can't be right here.
Cell showing off her massive rock on Instagram, simply writing, "Forever begins now."
My personal life and my family and my friends, I'm in a really happy place.
The music producer hopping in the comments to say, "That's my wife."
All right, I gotta skip over this. Doop-a-doo.
Their engagement comes almost exactly a year after Cell confirmed their romance with this cozy snap on Instagram and revealing they had been dating for nearly 6 months at that point.
Oh, they're true love.
How would you describe this season of life for you?
This is her next to Steve Martin.
Hopeful and joyful. I'm very grateful.
She does sound happy. I got it for you.
At the time, a source told ET, their friends, family, and loved ones on both sides are all supportive and happy to see what they think could be an amazing and long-lasting relationship between the two of them.
All right, we'll see what happens. And then there's this.
Selena Gomez and Ariana Grande are proving they are total girls' and supporting each other. On December 10th, the two women were spotted sitting next to each other at the Academy Women's Luncheon presented by Chanel at the
I bet Ariana Grande had like a bite of a mashed potato. She is way too skinny now.
Academy Museum of Motion Pictures. It turns out, according to Variety, the Wicked actor asked to sit next with the Emilia Perez star at the event.
Yeah.
I don't know Selena as well as I wish I did, so I'm excited to sit next to her today. I respect her so much and I've always adored her. I was really happy for her. To see us on that list together, it was very special.
That's Ariana Grande trying to seem like she has a heart when she doesn't.
Ariana tells Variety, referencing the list of Golden Globe nominees for Best Performance by a female actor in a supporting role. The Eternal Sunshine singer received her first ever Globes nomination for her role as Glinda, the Good Witch in Wicked. Selena has had a total of 4 nominations in her career, this year getting double nods for her work in the film Emilia Perez, as well as her hit Hulu series Only Murders in the Building. Despite going head-to-head at the Golden Globes, it's clear the starlets are proud of each other and want to become better friends. Selena shared an image to her Instagram stories of their hands and their place cards, over which she wrote of Ariana.
All right, this is cringe. 856-49-HOPPY. Speaking of cringe, here's the home tour from Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Don't think we're crazy about putting a mirror in front of our bed.
Kelly Ripa and...
No, you're narcissistic.
Don't think we're crazy about putting a mirror in front of our bed.
Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are sharing intimate details about their home. The Live with Kelly and Mark co-hosts, who tied the knot in 1996, provide an inside look into their luxurious French-inspired townhouse.
Whoa, they would have a luxurious house? Who would have thought? Also, I wonder if they've been really faithful or if there's been any cheating or swinging.
In the Upper East Side, or as they like to call it, their favorite place on earth, showing off their beautiful home during an Architectural Digest home tour on December 10th.
Welcome to our favorite place on earth.
Come on in.
Come on in.
All right, it's a visual, so we're going to move on from that. That's the type of mood I'm in right now. It's just like sometimes I like learning about the clip with you guys, but sometimes what happens is because I don't do that, I don't realize that some of these videos are visual. So then it's like, come see our house, and you're sitting in traffic and you're bored and you're like, Hoppy, are you okay? Are you going to move on? Because we can't see this, especially because you don't film your show, because you're insistent on only marketing yourself through your voice. Move on. All right, here. Joe Burrow addresses home burglary. I feel like my privacy has been violated. I don't know why all these famous people don't just have security guards. All right, here we go.
I'll start out by saying something before any questions today.
Man, Joe Burrow really carries himself with some BD.
So obviously, everybody has heard what has happened. I feel like my privacy has been violated in more ways than one. And way more is already out there than I would want out there and that I care to share. So that's all I got to say about that.
Out of all of that, without getting into it, is that probably the most frustrating thing? Is that just how much is out there, not even just about the incident, just the amount of just information that has now been revealed? Is that probably the most frustrating thing about all that?
It's part of it. Yeah, this, we live a public life, and one of my least favorite parts of that is the lack of privacy, and that has been difficult for me to deal with my entire career. Still learning, but I understand it's the life that we choose. Doesn't make it any easier to deal with.
How do you feel like that might impact you in the way you could? Do you feel like that will? And how you do things moving forward?
Yeah, we'll see.
I know you don't want to talk about it, but from a safety standpoint, how do you feel about your safety and knowing that this hasn't just happened to you now? Like, this is now a thing with professional athletes feeling targeted. Do you feel like you need to up your security? Like, how do you feel in terms of your safety?
I've said everything I want to say about it.
How do you go about compartmentalizing things off the field and things on the field and staying focused, at this, especially in a juncture of a season like this?
It's definitely been difficult this week, but for the most part, I'm pretty good at it. Considering during the season, don't really have a personal life. It's kind of all football. Obviously things.
Yeah, so there's that.
Come up that you don't expect.
All right, so there's that. And then right here, we got an interesting headline.
To the latest on a string of break-ins at the homes of NFL players. One-star quarterback warning would-be burglars.
I wonder if Michael's a little nervous about it. Michael Strahan.
To stay away from his home. He's revealing the severe security measures that he has there in place. Morgan Norwood is here with more. Good morning, Morgan.
Hey, good morning to you, Michael. That's right. Some of the NFL's biggest names are speaking out this morning about that recent rash of home break-ins. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow, whose home was broken into on Monday night, opening up for the first time about the incident, saying the biggest hit isn't even the break-in, rather the loss of privacy that comes with being in the spotlight. This morning, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow speaking out for the first time following a home invasion while he was on the field for Monday Night Football.
Obviously, everybody has heard what has happened. I feel like my privacy has been violated in more ways than one.
Sports Illustrated model Olivia Ponton calling 911 after she noticed a shattered bedroom window in a room that had been ransacked.
It's completely messed up.
Dolphin star quarterback Tua Tagovailoa announcing he's not taking any chances with his family safety, hiring personal security to guard his home.
It's a little too close for my comfort with my family being in the house. So we got personal security to take care of all of that when we're on the road. They are armed, so I hope if you decide to go to my house, you think twice.
Hell yeah.
The professional sports world now on edge after several high-profile athletes reported robberies authorities say bear
I feel like some people are like defending it because they're rich and elite, but they're still humans.
Striking similarities, including Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, who too had their homes burglarized in October as they were on the field.
It's frustrating. It's disappointing.
NBA forward for the Milwaukee Bucks, Bobby Portis, sharing this home surveillance footage.
All right, so we've talked about that on previous shows, so we're going to move on. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Da, da, da. Can't believe the NFL season's kind of beginning to close up. I love my NFL Sundays with my boys. I've been so out of the loop. I don't even know who's playing tonight on Thursday Night Football, even though if you're listening in the future, it has absolutely no meaning because it'll already be in the past. The Rams and the 49ers. I'll be watching that with Al Michaels' grumpy ass. Before we get to this Troy Aikman clip talking about how he thinks Mike McCarthy will be coming back, let's let this song end. It's a beautiful song. What's going on? Oh, sure. Yeah. Ah, that gives me chills every time.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
First things first, a lot of conversation about, what happens with Coach McCarthy going forward.
Oh no.
Here, you're obviously a guy who has watched this season very closely, not where they expected to be, not where Jerry wants the team to be. What do you make of the coaching, the coaching role here going forward, Troy, with respect to next season?
Yeah, I think, obviously a disappointing year for Dallas and what they expected coming into the season.
What did they expect? Dak Prescott is a disappointment.
I think if you look at the issues that this team has had, very few of those problems land at the doorstep of Mike McCarthy, in my opinion. I mean, and certainly there's been a number of injuries that have impacted the team, starting with the franchise quarterback in Dak Prescott. They were without Micah Parsons for
I know he's being paid like a franchise quarterback, but he's really not.
Number of weeks. DeMarcus Lawrence, DeMarvion Overshown, now he's out, obviously, for the rest of the year, and a really young, exciting player. But I think the offseason, it was a little perplexing, quite honestly, that it was always a foregone conclusion that CeeDee Lamb would get signed. And then the question was, what about Dak Prescott? They both get signed, but it happened so late that not a lot of moves were then allowed to be made in the offseason. So not shoring up some of the holes that they had, and then along with the injuries.
I love hearing like NFL talk. Like it can be so like dirty, like the holes.
Really has gotten them to where they are right now.
All right, so there is that. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. Sam Asghari, the ex of Britney Spears, is now in a relationship. Diddy sued by 3 more sexual assault victims, and it looks like the world's just going absolutely, positively crazy. What's going on with Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx is sharing the details of his medical emergency for the first time. In his latest Netflix special titled What Had Happened Was, released on December 10th, the actor returns to the stage for the first time in 18 years to share exactly what led to his hospitalization back in April of 2023 and how his family supported him during that difficult time. As he says during the special, April 11th, I was having a bad headache and I asked my boy for an aspirin.
If you remember the date, that means it was really traumatic.
I realized quickly that when you're in a medical emergency, your boys don't know what the to do. Before I could get the aspirin, I went out. I don't remember 20 days. The Ray actor notes that he was still experiencing the headache, so
that's got to be weird not knowing about 20 days.
His friends took him to a doctor, who then gave him a cortisone shot for the pain. However, Jamie says that his sister, Deidre Dixon, knew something was wrong, so she took him to Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, where a doctor told her, quote, some horrible news. Telling the crowd, he said he's having a brain bleed that led to a stroke.
That's not good.
If I don't go in his head right now, we're going to lose him. And while they couldn't pinpoint where the bleed was coming from, the comedian says his sister was told that it would be a hard and long road to recovery.
It's not good. So there is that. And then here's Jamie Foxx here.
The internet said that Puffy tried to kill me. I left them parties early.
So now Jamie Foxx is trying to separate himself. I'm not sure if I can play this audio because it's a Netflix special and they really zap through things, so we'll be careful. Here's Usher spoiling his son on his 16th birthday with a surprise Range Rover.
So I got some.
This is a PR stunt since he's affiliated with Diddy.
So I got something for you. Right?
It's a visual, but the kid got a 2025 Range Rover. I'm sure that kid's not going to grow up to be spoiled.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Y'all now tuned with something beautiful right here. Something epic. This official.
Matthias. Let's make it. Look, I was being a nice guy. I leave that to them dudes that shoot hoops. I'd rather roll through in a new coupe with chicks that get 200 to do shoots. Rolling a shooby doobie while we listen to smooth grooves. Dude, I tried to told you I'm hot like magma and keep them in. I'm stashed up in the Dodge Magnum near the stash of the Magnums. Never know which one I'ma use. Right there I got a couple people confused. Cause I never lose, cause I never snooze. Pop shit then I pop this shit to knock you out of your shoes. I shut down crews and rock tailor-made suits and Louis shoes. It's hard to do what I do. Stunning like Evil Knievel, keep a watch face see-through. I do this for my people, selling through they screen though. My mom said I was a walking felony, cause I kept 16s in the closet like Kelly. Shot with the sellers. Dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real. Nah, dog, I'm not a mad rapper. I'm a disgruntled MC, and I teach you dudes about tussling with me. Truth is, I hate these marks. I should pull this jammy and spark and leave these rappers handicap park. And when you see your boy out, bow down or kiss the ring. With a crew about myself, I ain't worried about a thing. This is Shot City, man. Where the f you from? And your chick can't go if she ain't gobbling. My partner Supreme told me flows hard on these monkeys. I hit pro gyms and told them make my wrist chunky. Chain hung like donkey. And for them dudes who want it, nickname beautiful, keep them brass on me. Homie, I'm funky like woo. Leg shots to let you know that I'm serious. When them blocks get hot, I'm in the streets bare chested. I got money invested. These detested. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm serious in this mother. I'm a hustler for real.
This ain't the young and restless. You could say the drama like support boy. Put your life on pause like a comma. When you cutting corners and you stacking money, music turn comedians, man, they get to acting funny. I know the MCs, the real MCs. Same old same dude, man, them was shopping with me. Get a pumpkin head in front of your little daughter. You a broke pop machine, you out of order. I'ma come and get you. Don't make me hit your shells like a snail or an armadillo. Watch your blue lights with the blue film, slice it, make him look like he got gills. This ain't artificial, man, this shit real. Throw him in Lake Michigan and hope the nigga can't swim. And if he can't, I guess he won't live. Giving names, get your change, he ain't hate a bill. They nothing, Charlie. Let's go. I am the grain. I'm a hustler for real. My dogs ain't barking at them, chickens ain't clucking at them, pigs ain't searching at them, birds ain't chirping. I'ma hurt them, hurt them, hurt them, hurt them. I'm a hustler for real.
All right. Ha 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 ha.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. 70 downloads. Oh yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by WestChasePrinting.com. When I tell you that DJ Tone of Tampa Bay is the absolute best printer around, I'm a man of my words and the best DJ. Business cards, posters, yard signs, whatever the hell you need printed up, go to WestChasePrinting.com. Tell them I sent you on the invoice. This is also being brought to you by counselingoncall.net. Do you need help with your mental health? Are you a little crazy like me? Go to counselingoncall.net. And the thing is, tell them I sent you. All right, we're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and keep this party going. But first, let's hear from my good friend, Henry Aaron Hank.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to gain education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show. And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Did you know most morning radio is scripted? Well, Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is not.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Wake up, folks, it's time to shine.
Oh, really?
Tune in now to Hoppe's line. Tall tales of love and news divine with Ryan Hoppe standing 6'9". Got those surreal gossip skills, dishing all the thrills and chills. Midday talk that pays the bills. Hoppe Hour's got the skills. Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe singing loud.
That's me.
Tallest DJ in the town, yeah, we're proud. Love and scandal in a big old crowd. Morning vibes and laughs, we're allowed.
856.
Make you swoon.
49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773.
Feel the beat.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Hoppe has the latest.
Always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
He's reaching high, talking love under the sky. Join the fun, don't be shy. Hoppe's there to amplify.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic! It's over for Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Multiple outlets are reporting that the couple has broken up just weeks after revealing their pregnancy news together. E! News has reached out to reps for the couple
And has not heard back, right?
but has not yet heard back.
You never do.
The split news comes nearly a month after Megan revealed her pregnancy on social media, tagging MGK in a pic of her with her bump. She also shared a photo of a positive pregnancy test
For some people, that's scary.
captioned, "Nothing is ever really lost. Welcome back."
Man, she has a lot of kids, though.
The couple met in early 2020 on a movie set, with Megan sharing on a podcast that year, quote, "The second that I was in a room with him and said hello to him and looked into his eyes, I knew right away that he was what I call a twin flame."
Not anymore. It's such a 2020 thing to say. That's when everybody was getting in relationships, and now they're all ending.
Got engaged in 2022 with the Transformers star writing on Instagram at the time. He asked me to marry him, and just as in every lifetime before this one, and as in every lifetime that will follow it, I said yes.
Man, every millennial, all my friends that are having kids, it's all out of marriage.
However, their on and off relationship over the past few years has come with plenty of ups and downs. Back in a March interview with Call Her Daddy's Alex Cooper, Megan shared she was done speaking publicly about her romance with the
Yeah, that was the beginning of the end.
musician.
What I've learned from being in this relationship is that it's not for public consumption. So I think as of now, I don't have a comment on like the status of the relationship per se. What I can say is
That's never good.
that is what I refer to as being my twin soul.
All right, so there's that. And then there's some more stuff. It gets spicy. Right here. Was there infidelity?
Happy Hot Topic!
Michele Morone is addressing rumors that he's dating Megan Fox after her split from Machine Gun Kelly.
What guy is named Michele? It's a weird-ass name.
Shortly after news broke about Megan's split from the rapper, rumors of a romance between the Jennifer's Body actress and Michele, who starred alongside her
so she cheated
in the 2024 film Subservience, began circulating online. However, Michele is setting the record straight with a rep for the actor telling E! News on December 10th, quote, "Any accusations beyond a work friendship are simply untrue.
Oh, sure.
They filmed a movie together a year ago. Michele is currently in Italy filming another project."
Oh, there's no truth to it. Then why did it come out? I bet it did come out there.
E! News has reached out to a rep for
Megan. We didn't hear back, right?
Megan to comment on the dating rumors, but has not yet heard back.
Why would you even want to report that? All these E! News clips, we reached out and we didn't hear back. That means you're not good.
Michele and...
All right, so now they're just showing the pictures of the pregnancy test. E! News is frustrating. It's like maybe you're doing something wrong. And then we got this clip here from TMZ.
Tremendous is a free platform.
Oh, geez. We have this clip here from TMZ as they talk about how her friends wanted her to be done with him.
I think the second we broke the story that Megan Fox had broken things off with MGK, even though she is roughly 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, that's going to be an awkward room when that kid squirts out.
The first thing people thought was, well, they're going to get back together. Because
it's happened before.
Because it's happened before. They've been dating on and off for 4 years. And in fact, were engaged at some point during that. And they broke up the engagement, but they were still together as they were expecting this baby. But there are already people around Megan who are saying, this cannot happen again. You should not get back together with him.
Duh.
And that this time...
I feel bad because I love MGK, but I think being a Cleveland boy, I don't think he was meant to go Hollywood with a psycho like Megan Fox.
And is different. At least that's what her friends are hoping.
Yeah, so I've spoken to some people who told me that, look, ever since Megan was with MGK, her inner circle has gotten smaller and smaller.
Blame everybody else. It's what all the women do during breakups.
And the people that are currently around her are advising her, do not get back with him. I'm being told, they feel that MGK is toxic. They feel like
and Megan's not with her whole crystal thing. Shut up.
Megan with MGK is just a toxic situation.
All right, I can't listen to this. Just shame the man all you want. Speaking of somebody who likes to shame the man and kill her mom.
Happy Hot Topic!
At the relationship with Ryan, but I do regret getting married in prison so fast.
8 months after calling it quits, Gypsy Rose Blanchard has reached a settlement in her divorce from Ryan Anderson.
It's difficult because we were happy, and it's one of those where
This is Ryan and June.
I thought we were happy too.
According to TMZ, the 33-year-old and her ex-husband agreed on no spousal support, but the division of community property is still on the table.
That sounds terrible to deal with.
The outlet, however, says a judge hasn't signed off on the settlement yet.
I'm accepting things.
Yeah.
Wasn't my choice, but I mean, you have to dust yourself.
Yeah, it's the worst when it's not your choice. When it's your choice, it doesn't hurt as bad.
Off.
Gypsy filed for divorce from Ryan in April, nearly 2 years after the pair tied the knot in a prison ceremony while she was serving time for the second-degree murder of her mother, Dee Dee.
It was just something that I had to learn on my own. I had to come out and live with a partner that I had known for 3 years. As you know, we went through ups and downs in our relationships, but actually living with someone is so much different.
Duh.
The divorce settlement
She talks like a 14-year-old because she has the brain capacity of one.
comes as Gypsy's expecting her first child with boyfriend Ken Erker. The pair rekindling
He just looks like a side dude. Good luck, bud.
their romance after her split from Ryan.
Ken and I have always remained friends, even after our breakup in 2019.
Oh, so you're going back to an ex.
When my marriage was over and I walked away, that's when Ken and I was developing a reconnection and starting to find that, okay, back in 2019 and 2017, it wasn't the right time for us. Mm-hmm. But now that I'm free, we're able to reconnect and see if that right time is now.
All right. So there is that. And then there's this.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard is reflecting on her dark past. Nearly 1 year after her release from prison, the 33-year-old who is pregnant with her and boyfriend Ken Erker's first baby is releasing a new book, My Time to Stand, which details the horrific abuse she alleged she faced growing up with her late mother, Claudine Dee Dee Blanchard.
Oh my goodness.
For People magazine, the Life After Lockup star details how, in the memoir, she examined her life, actions, and relationships in great breadth and depth, leading up to putting
She should still be in prison.
her memories on the page. Gypsy admits to taking several measures of self-protection leading up to the 2015 death of her mother, for
You should have taken protection when you were banging Ken Erker.
which Gypsy was charged and pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, while her then-boyfriend Nicholas Godejohn was
Man, she has this look for like random dudes that don't look alike. Like, you know how a lot of girls have a lot of guys that they date that look similar or have similar vibes? The dude that she dated that she killed the woman with looks like a loser.
charged with first-degree murder. Nicholas continues to serve a life sentence.
And she gets out and gets all pretty and Kardashianed up.
Gypsy writes in the excerpt of the book, shared with People, which releases December 10th, I was 23 and had tried to run away twice. I shot her with a BB gun. I was getting older and much harder to control.
Self-awareness. Someone's going to therapy.
Still, she notes that her mother, who she has alleged made her the victim of Munchausen syndrome by proxy, continued to elevate measures of control over her. Gypsy continues, she'd chain me to the bed. The older I got, the more physical and harsher her punishments became. She stopped letting me use my custom-made Jazzy HD power wheelchair.
Yeah, that mom definitely messed her up.
Because she couldn't control it. I sensed she was becoming more erratic, more desperate. She continues to describe ways her mother forces unnecessary treatment upon her, including treating her for diseases she didn't have and pursuing a consultation for an exploratory surgery of her larynx. Gypsy details, she muzzled my mouth shut at nighttime with a CPAP machine for my fake sleep apnea.
What a bitch that mom is.
It was so unpleasant to sleep that way. It felt like someone was taking a bicycle tire pump and forcing a ceaseless stream of air up my nose.
I'm really high, which I always am, but this is making me really uncomfortable.
She numbed my mouth with Oragel so I'd drool and slur. She was responsible for my teeth falling out due to side effects of superfluous medications.
This makes me grateful that I have a great mom, which today is her 40th birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. If you're 40, how am I 31?
And while Gypsy ultimately served 8 years in prison for her mother's death, she reflects on how her mother may have felt the threat of her own impending criminal sentence, writing, the lie of the life she had created could have gotten her thrown in jail on a list of felony charges as long as the Bayou.
All right, so there's that. And then there is this right here.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Whoa, what a nice group.
President-elect Donald Trump is opening up about a recent conversation he had with Prince William.
Really ratting out a private conversation there, Donald.
The two men met in Paris on December 7th. They were among several significant figures who attended a ceremony for the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral.
He's a good man, this one. Hello, everybody. It's doing a fantastic job. Thank you.
William was there representing his father, King Charles. Trump tells the New York Post about their conversation. I asked him about his wife and he said she's doing well. And I asked him about his father and his father is fighting very hard. And he loves his father and he loves his wife, so it was sad. We had a great talk for half an hour, a little more than half an hour. We had a great talk.
That sounds like the most Donald Trump quote ever. And then there is this.
Happy Hot Topic!
More than 600,000 players of the online video game Fortnite will soon receive refunds. Federal regulators ruling that the developer, Epic Games, tricked people into making unwanted purchases.
Yeah, I've never purchased anything in a game. I'm a basic dude.
The Federal Trade Commission says it's sending more than $72 million to impacted players in the United States. Additional refunds will be distributed at a later date. The average payment, about $114 per player.
Wow. You're a loser if you do that. This is weird. Former ESPN host Ryan Russillo, who works with Bill Simmons, said this about Meghan Markle.
It was all of the swimsuit models. So nobody was really paying any attention to Markle. So I was like, that's my lane. Like she's probably down herself a little bit right now. And
that's a little rapey.
She's never been more obtainable.
Oh, I bet you're a real Casanova. There's that. All right. Let me see here. Jason Kelsey makes fun of Dallas.
This is the state of Texas, Arlington, Dallas. No geography lesson. Also the butthole and armpit of America.
ESPN's like, calm down. We don't want to piss off Jerry. It's a joke. Definitely not polished yet. Jason Kelsey's police investigation into smashing that homophobic dude's phone when he said that Travis is an F word for gay people for dating Taylor, which makes no sense because she has a vagina. Yeah, that case got dropped. What's going on with these boys? I love checking in on my boys.
Happy Hot Topic!
Well, shout out to Tay, and the unbelievable Eras Tour has finally come to an end. Over 10 million people in the stands over the course of it, like accumulatively. It's pretty crazy.
Travis Kelce praising girlfriend Taylor Swift after wrapping up her Eras Tour.
All right, I got to skip over this copyright right here. Right here.
And while her beau Trav wasn't able to make the final show, he and his brother Jason did acknowledge Altay's hard work on their New Heights podcast.
Shout out to Tay. Shout out to everybody that was a part of that show. Obviously, it's her music, her tour, and everything. But that was a full production, man. That thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was the best tour in the world because
kiss their ass a little more.
Because of a lot of people, and but mostly because of Taylor.
All right, so there's that, and then right here there is this. This is actually kind of cool of her.
Taylor Swift marks the end of an era with generous bonuses. As the superstar celebrates the end of her epic Eras Tour concert with her final show in Vancouver on December 8th, we're learning more about how the singer rewarded her hardworking team over the past 2 years. E! News can confirm that over the past...
Wow, you were able to confirm something! Congrats!
2 years, Taylor has paid a whopping $197 million in bonuses to the people working on the tour, from truck drivers to the merch team, security, choreographers.
I wonder how much that check equals out to.
Lighting and more. And those aren't the only stunning numbers people are talking about. The New York Times is reporting the staggering amount that the tour is expected to have generated. The number, more than $2 billion in ticket sales.
That is a lot.
Caitlin Clark is sharing details about her time meeting Taylor Swift. The Indiana Fever guard recalls meeting the 14-time Grammy Award winner and her Kansas City Chiefs tight end boyfriend, Travis Kelce, after the Eras Tour in Indianapolis, Indiana on November 1st. Caitlyn reveals to Time in an article published on December 10th that the global pop superstar gave her 4 bags of Eras Tour merchandise and a note. In the personal message, Taylor writes to Caitlyn that she was inspiring to watch from afar. Additionally, the 34-year-old writes that she and Travis would love to see her play a game.
That's so cool. Aw, romantic. And then there's this sad news.
Golden Bachelor Gary Turner is opening up about a secret health battle. The 72-year-old who chose Teresa Nist as his winner on the first season of the show shares he was diagnosed with bone cancer amid the final days of their relationship. He tells People magazine in an article published December 11th, "There's a topic that I haven't wanted to talk about until now. As Teresa and I were trying very hard to find our lifestyle and where we were going to live and how we were going to make our life work, I was unfortunately diagnosed with cancer." Gary's illness, which he describes as a bone marrow cancer with a really long name, is Waldenstrom's macroglobulinemia, which, according to the Mayo Clinic, begins in the white blood cells and causes them to become cancerous. Per the American Cancer Society, the 5-year survival rate for patients is 90%.
That's good.
Gary says, "Unfortunately, there's no cure for it, so that weighs heavily on every decision I make. It was like 10 tons of concrete were just dropped on me, and I was a bit in denial for a while. I didn't want to admit to it." Gary and Teresa tied the knot back in January during a special aired live. The two announced their plans to divorce in an interview with Nightline just 3 months after they tied the knot.
Teresa and I have had a number of heart-to-heart conversations, and we've looked closely at our situation, our living situation, and so forth. And
yeah, you can definitely see he's a little concerned there. He's got that vibe.
We've kind of come to the conclusion mutually that it's probably time for us to dissolve our marriage.
All right. And I think it's time that we dissolve the show.
Tick-tock, clocks a joker playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show, and now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine, the void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker, silent vibe coming to an end, like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.